Hello students, you are joining me to ICT subject in grade 6. Here I am going to discuss about Unit 2. What's topic? Uses computer laboratory safely. Okay, where is your computer laboratory? This is your computer laboratory. When you come to school, you can see your computer laboratory and there are many computers, keyboards, mouse, desk and chairs, etc. Now, dear students, you have to learn about how to use this computer laboratory correctly, because computer lab is a place that is different from your classroom and it is not a place to play. It's not like a playground. So you have to understand how to use the computer laboratory safely. Here you have given two types of guidelines that are needed for the computer laboratory using correctly and safely. Let's see what are they. First one, guidelines for your safety, and second one, guidelines for the safety of the devices. Now let's see what are the guidelines for your safety. First one, you have to be careful when you touch devices such as wires, sockets, etc. because these are connected with electricity. Then exit. You should be aware of the exit doors of the computer laboratory. Not only that, you should be aware of the fire extinguishers also. You should not run here and there, and you should not play inside the computer laboratory. Okay, these are the things that can be understood as guidelines for your safety. Now let's move on to what are the guidelines for the safety of the devices. First one, you should not supply power to devices without correct instructions. On the other hand, next, the laboratory and all equipment should be kept clean. It should not be dust. It should be dust free. Then footwear should be removed and placed outside the laboratory. We should not wear footwears inside our computer laboratory. Next, the used equipment should be placed inside proper place. All the equipment must be switched off properly after use. It is very important. Not only that, you should not take food, water or other liquid into the lab because they may damage to the equipment also. Next one, wireless scanning should be done when connecting external storage devices such as flash drives to the computer. After learning about guidelines of using computer lab, it is necessary to understand the correct way of switch on your computer. These are the steps. First one, supply electricity to the computer by turning on switch connected to our computer. Next, if there's a UPS, you should turn it on. Next, the system unit should be switched on, and finally, the monitor should be turned on. Okay, this is the way how to shut down your computer correctly. First, we should close any programs that we have opened. Then select the command shutdown and click on it. Switch off the power on or off button of the monitor when its screen becomes dark. Finally, switch off the UPS and the wall switch respectively. Okay, I think you have understood about how to switch on and how to shut down your computer. Now I'm going to discuss about computer ethics. What do you mean by ethics? Ethics are good behaviors. So when you use your computer lab, you should know about computer ethics. First one, we must use computers without disturbing others. Yes, it is very important. We should use our computers without disturbing others. Also, we should not hack computer activities of others. Hacking should not be done. Next, we must refrain from accessing computer files and articles of others without permission. We should take permissions if we want to take any file of another person's computer. Next, software which should be used by paying money should not be fakely used or copied. We must not repair any computer devices without proper instructions. Next, we should not uninstall, change, delete any programs without the permission of the teacher. Here, students, you can identify from this picture what are the correct postures of using a computer. Here I name it as A, B, C, D, and E. Let's see each of them. First, A. Here, always keep the computer screen at the level of your eyes or little below. Here you can see the computer screen is with the level of eye. And the distance between your computer screen and eyes are 18 and 28 inches. If it is not so, there may be some diseases or some inconveniences like pain in the eye, problems in eyesight, and tearful eyes can occur. Now C. It indicates that sit straight by leaning onto the back of the chair. If it is not so, pain in backbone may occur. D. Keep your legs vertically and place your feet on the ground. If it is not, strain in feet may occur. Finally, keep the keyboard and the mouse at the level of your elbow. Pain in fingers and elbows may be occur if you do not follow these correct postures. Next, an important part, e-waste. What do you know about e-waste? E-waste means electronic waste. Let's see what is electronic waste. Here you can see in these pictures, all computer hardware is considered as an electronic waste when they become out of use or when the user discards them. There may be many harmful effects of e-waste. Let's see each of them. It can cause various diseases to the human body. It can cause day-to-day inconveniences also. Next, gradually led to develop various long-term non-curable diseases such as cancer, kidney, etc. Can cause to environmental damages also, since they have made with metals such as copper, aluminium, and lead as from plastic. Here, lead. These metals are harmful for human beings as well as environment also. Lead damage the brain, kidneys, and resources in blood circulation. Next, barium. Here, brain swelling, muscle weakness, and damage to heart may occur. Through mercury, damage to kidneys and nerve system. Next, beryllium. It may cause to lung cancer. Okay, now we have learned so far what are the e-waste, and now we want to learn how to dispose them correctly. Here it is introduced as 3R, 3R method. That means reduce, reuse, and recycle. What is mean by reduce? It is not necessary to upgrade to new equipment periodically if we maintain existing equipment properly. Therefore, if we want to reduce the amount of waste that is released to our environment, we should use the usage of the equipments which are out of use. We should minimize this, and we should use for a long time. Next, reuse. When we purchase a new equipment, consider donating or selling the old equipment if they are working in condition. If it is not working condition, then it can be utilized for other purposes. For example, here in this picture, you can see these monitors are used as flower pots. Then recycle. It is a process of transforming of waste to a new product. Waste is separated into small parts and new material is produced through machinery. Okay, now we have learned so far what are the steps that can be used to use our computer laboratory, and what are the guidelines, etc. Now I'm going to discuss how to use passwords to protect our computer. Password can be defined as to protect the stored information in the computer from outsiders. It is a sacred word that can be set into our computer. So it is called a password. There are some guidelines in making a password. It must be a collection of letters, numbers, symbols, etc. And special thing is, it should have a minimum of 8 characters, including at least one of the above types. And password must not include some examples like your name, birthday, etc. because it can be easily guessed. Next, you can give a password hint. In case you forget the password, you can give a word or a statement as a hint that will help you to recall it again. Finally, by giving an email address, the password can be restored. Okay, I think you have got an idea about your second chapter in grade 6. Okay, let's meet with another video from your third unit. Up to that, have a nice day. Goodbye, children.